The Trump parades are back, and he is back, and he's bigger, better, and stronger than ever. Hey, gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your Patriot Professor, here to help you think better so you can feel better in these crazy and turbulent times. So if you haven't done so, you know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button, and also make sure to share this video with friends and family. We are, unfortunately, once again being throttled by big tech, so I need your help to get the hopeful message of this channel out to as many people as possible. Trump has done it again. He's done the impossible. He's taken what was supposed to humiliate him and demoralize us, and he turned it into the biggest campaign fundraising event ever, gang. President Trump has just set a new fundraising record, raising over $7 million for his campaign in 48 hours. The campaign's fundraising actually reached over $4 million in a single day, marking the highest fundraising in a single day since Trump announced his candidacy. It was an astonishing repudiation of the weaponized legalism that's deliberately trying to interfere in the 2024 election. But alas, for these woke, corrupt DAs, it's all to no avail. In terms of the latest polling, things simply could not be worse for the anti-Trump establishment. Look at this from Morning Consult, just came out. Trump is absolutely crushing it. He's got a 44-point lead after the ridiculous waste of time debates that were put on for one purpose and one purpose only, and that's to make the donor class happy, Rupert Murdoch of Fox most of all. Trump plus 44 doesn't get more dominant than that, despite all of the wishful thinking by the rabidly anti-Trump Fox News. DeSantis did not get the bump he needed after the debate. In fact, the Reuters poll showed the exact opposite. It was Trump that got the bump. It was Trump. He grew his lead from the last Reuters poll a few weeks back. Back then, his lead was 47%. Now, according to Reuters, it's 52%. It's up 5. Trump's going up. DeSantis is either remaining stagnant or he's going down, with Ramaswamy surging past him. In terms of the general Trump versus Biden, the latest Ipsos poll is Trump beating Biden by 6. The latest Ledger 360 poll is Trump beating Biden by 3. The latest Emerson poll is Trump beating Biden by 2. He's actually beating Biden by 5 if Green Party candidate Cornel West is factored in, which he will be. And the latest McLaughlin poll has Trump up by 4. Again, we're going to have to constantly underscore this, gang. Constantly. Trump never led in any of the polling in 2020. Trump never came anywhere near leading any of the polling in 2020. And he's not just setting fundraising records here, gang. He's setting polling records. And remember, this is so key. Trump always outperforms the polls. Trump always, on election day, outperforms the polls. So if we got polls with Trump up by 4, he's probably more like he's up more by like 6 or 7. I mean, he's crushing it. So with all of this astonishing polling, we might ask, what's the Republican establishment doing to respond to all of this? And I'm just going to tell you now, you're not going to believe what they're doing. But first, gang, how many UFC fans do we have out there? We know the one and only Donald Trump is a huge UFC fan, as are the fighters of him. But have you ever wondered what they do to manage their pain? Well, you don't have to, because a fellow patriot and a very good friend to this channel is precisely the one who provides relief to that pain, and he's here to do the same for you. We all know that as we age, aches and pains are normal, but they don't have to be. And that's where the groundbreaking medical scientist Clint Winters comes in. Now, you've seen Clint on Fox. You've seen him a number of times on this channel. He's a world-renowned health expert who's unveiled a natural pain reliever that's taking the world by storm. It's called CB2. It's the 100% drug-free way to get full-body pain relief without dangerous meds. And it's the official pain reliever for the fighters in the UFC. And the best news, CB2 has no documented side effects after years of private testing. It's absolutely the future of pain relief. So whatever you do, make sure to click on that link below right now and check out Clint's amazingly informative report on how CB2 is changing lives by providing safe and powerful relief at a fraction of the cost of pain pills. Click on that link below right now. If you can believe it, it's now being reported that the Secretary of State of New Hampshire, a Republican, by the name of David Scanlon is considering a plan to remove Trump from the 2024 ballot under the 14th Amendment. Now, if you don't know, the 14th Amendment bars a person from running for office if he or she's been involved in insurrection against the United States government. It was originally passed in order to keep Confederates and Confederate sympathizers from holding office after the war. Just days back, a couple of so-called legal scholars who are purportedly Republicans desperately tried to make the tortured argument that President Trump is actually right now, as we speak, constitutionally barred from running for the presidency because, according to them, Trump is guilty of insurrection. According to them, not according to a court, not according to the Senate, which tried Trump after his second impeachment for his involvement in January 6th and, of course, acquitted him. Not according to any legal proceeding whatsoever. No, just according to their own capricious whim, these two jackasses disguised as scholars. And so they're so full of themselves that they unilaterally declare Trump guilty of insurrection. And therefore, they dictate who you can and cannot vote for. They're killing democracy in order to save it, right? So now you got this New Hampshire Secretary of State, a Republican, and never Trump, a Republican, reportedly considering blocking Trump from appearing on their ballots for the 2024 race. I don't think the Supreme Court would allow it, but the very fact that this is even plausible, that a Republican Secretary of State would even so much as entertain this notion, shows you just what kind of disconnect, what kind of gulf or chasm exists between the Republican voter, the Republican rank and file, and the Republican establishment. They are going to destroy themselves if they go through that insanity. At the same time, you got Mike Pence, who, remember, is polling in single digits. This guy has no chance, literally zero chance of ever even coming close to the White House ever again. And yet the legacy media is actually taking him seriously. He's now claiming that Donald Trump will not be the Republican nominee, as if that's some great accomplishment, as if that were a good thing. I mean, it's so bizarre. All the polling shows that if Donald Trump is not on the ballot, the Republican Party will implode. The GOP will cease being a viable party at the federal level. It will literally have to be rebuilt from the ground up. It'll collapse so badly. Again, Rich Barris has polling that shows that upwards of a third of Republicans would either write Trump's name in on the ballot or they wouldn't vote if he wasn't on the ballot. I mean, it would make the Ross Perot rebellion that siphoned off 20% of the vote away from the Reagan coalition that put Bush Sr. in office in 88. It'll make that 20% vote look like child's play. I mean, these guys are sick. Pence, Christie, Hutchinson, these guys are so bitter. They're so livid that Trump took their party away from them in the Republican donor class. I mean, it looks like they're ready to go full George Floyd and just burn it all down. I mean, it's insane. It's literally suicidal. It's crazy. So at this point, Trump is going to have to win this with the establishment against him even more than they were against him in 2016. Now, the good news is that if anyone could pull this off, anyone, it's most certainly the Don himself. Are you ready to join the resistance? Because I'm leading a group of dedicated, courageous patriots who can lead a spearhead into the heart of the secular globalist establishment. We punished Bud Light and Target, driven CNN and the legacy media to near bankruptcy, forced BlackRock to backtrack on ESG, and now we're seeing our conservative-dominated Supreme Court ending affirmative action and protecting religious liberty. In my Insiders Club, I show you concrete steps to take locally and online that will only keep this mass uprising going until the battle is won. Don't wait. Click the link in my description below and join my Courageous Patriots Insiders Club today.